What's up, MMA fans? Welcome back to MMA Ground and Pound, the YouTube channel with all the latest MMA news. Jorge Masvidal versus Ben Askren rematch. Ben Askren is calling for a rematch with Jorge Masvidal. The last time these rivals fought was at UFC 239 in 2019, when Masvidal famously knocked out Askren with a flying knee in just 5 seconds.
Clock is brought to you by Modelo.
Recently, Jorge had an interview with TMZ, and when asked about Askren, he said, "I heard Ben Askren said he'd come out of retirement to fight me. He wanted MMA, but for his sake, I do boxing so I can't knee him in the face. It's illegal, duh. Come on, man, ha ha ha. Hey Ben, I'll beat your ass with both hands behind my back." Ben is so bad at boxing. He's the one that said it. "Look, Ben, I'll only give you the rematch in boxing, motherfucker. People will tune in because I can't knee him in the face, right? Maybe Ben can get his way now. Hey Ben, kiss my ass. You coming out of retirement? I'll send you right back into it, motherfucker. This guy, bro. They shouldn't have shown me that comment, you corny motherfucker." After Jorge's suggestion to step into the boxing ring, Ben seems even more set on revenge in an MMA fight. So much so, he posted his text to Dana White asking to make it happen, saying, "I know I'm retired, but I sure would love to beat up Jorge. Let me know if he's in." Ben also calls Jorge a coward. Askren later posted this selfie with the caption, "I've kept in great shape during retirement. I have zero desire to fight anyone except that loser Jorge." Do you want to see these two come out of retirement and have a second grudge match? Let us know below. Colby Covington blames ref for loss to Kamaru Usman. Earlier this week, during a Turning Point USA press conference, Covington was asked about a future trilogy fight with Kamaru Usman. Covington had this to say about the potential fight. "I think that's probably the fight that I want the most, because I know I was cheated out of those fights. The first fight, I kick Usman in the liver. He calls the nut shot. He takes a 5-minute break, he gets a 5-minute break to recover. I'm freaking out, losing my energy, not even concentrating on the fight, cause I thought I won the fight." The two famously fought at UFC 245 and then again at UFC 269, with Covington losing to Usman both fights. The welterweight has always blamed referee Marc Goddard for costing him the first fight back in 2019. According to Colby, Goddard missed multiple fouls, likely intentionally due to his difference in political views.
No one wants to look at those things, like that he's holding the fence to stay up, and clearly cheating. When is there a point going to be taken, And even look at the 4th round or the 5th round before he pokes me in the eye. Like 10 seconds before it, the ref warned him. He was like, "Hey, keep your fingers closed." And then he pokes me in the eye. Like, come on, man. He's trying to stop my momentum. I'm wearing on him. He's feeling that he can't touch me anymore, and I've got his timing down, and I'm ready to counter him and knock his ass out. So I was coming for him. He wanted to stop my momentum again, The guy's a cheater, man. He's a coward. And, hopefully I get to fight him for a trilogy, Mike. I really, truly deserve that. I deserve a trilogy.
Kamaru Usman posted a video reacting to Covington after he defeated Jorge Masvidal at UFC 272. If there is another fight between the two, he seems confident he would take home the win for a 3rd time.
UFC 272 came to a close as expected. I knew that Covington's wrestling was going to be the big difference. Masvidal had moments in there, but Covington did his thing. So, maybe down the line, I smashed.
Do you think Goddard cheated Colby Covington out of the win in his first fight with Kamaru Usman? Do you want to see the pair fight for a 3rd time? Comment below. If you like our videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button so we can keep them coming. Paulo Costa's message to Khamzat Chimaev. Paulo Costa vows to stop Khamzat Chimaev's winning streak by destroying him at UFC 294. Costa posted this video featuring almost a full minute of just his bicep.
Has no chance, zero, no chance. I'm gonna destroy him. This motherfucker with this. This motherfucker. Dead man walk right there in Chechnya.
Do you agree with Costa, or do you think that Khamzat will do the destroying? Comment below. Keith Lee slammed Sean Strickland after racism accusation. Sean Strickland accused Kevin Lee's little brother Keith Lee of being racist towards white people. On his TikTok, Kevin Lee posted a video captioned, "This is my one and only time addressing this entire situation, and I hope and pray we can move forward as a whole. God is amazing."
I've received a week straight of false allegations, negative comments, and negative backlash for something that I didn't do. Let's talk about it.
I can't stand his racist little brother, Keith Lee. So wait, let me give you guys, if you guys don't know who this guy is. And I'm sad, it saddens me that I know who Keith Lee is, but apparently he's like a TikToker. He's a food critic. So anyways, here, let me tell you, I just gotta go into the story how much I hate Kevin Lee.
I believe you hate Keith.
So he comes up to me and he was like pretty much like he tried to like talk to me about like race. Like he tried to have like this racial systematic oppression.
Yes, me and Sean had a conversation. No, this conversation didn't go anything how he depicted it. Sean Strickland is an MMA fighter who is known for saying divisive things. We had disagreements prior to the situation, but nothing that couldn't have been settled with a conversation. So at the point of this conversation, we were gym partners. I walked up to him and two people who I consider friends having a conversation after practice. I joined the conversation and the conversation happened to be already on race. In the beginning of this conversation, it was not only intelligent, but it was productive. One thing led to another, and Sean said this.
And anytime you're talking to somebody racist, and I know this because I used to be a little racist. Anytime you're talking to someone racist and you want to like really piss them off, you just got to talk about the sex of whatever, the race of whatever they are. So I'm like, yo, Lee, I'm not racist. I black woman than you have, bro. How am I racist? And I'm like, bro, just relax, dude. I know you got a little white woman at home. Right? And I'm just like, I'm kind of poking him, but I'm doing it funny.
I never found the humor in any of those comments. He then spun my words into saying what he said I said.
And he goes, nah, I don't like white people.
Never at one point did I say I don't like anybody. I simply disagree with what he said, and instead of fighting ignorance with ignorance, I said no, I'm happily married with children, and I'm very proud of the family that God has allowed me to build. I also immediately disagreed with all of the ignorant and distasteful comments that he made, and I no longer was interested in entertaining the conversation, which the conversation itself ended very shortly after that. And again, I ignored a week and a half full of backlash. I don't have any bad feelings or wish anything ill against Sean Strickland. I just want this cleared up, because that's not what I stand on and that's not what I said. The only reason I'm responding to this at all is because it's spinning into a narrative that's completely false.
Sean Strickland is known for saying highly controversial things. Do you think he was blowing this situation up? Comment below. UFC 295 adds middleweight matchup. Derek Brunson and Roman Dolidze will be in the ring together at UFC 295 on November 11th. Brunson, the UFC's number 8 ranked middleweight contender, suffered his second straight loss when he was defeated by Dricus du Plessis at UFC 285 earlier this year. After the loss, he appeared to suggest he may retire, but he's since changed his mind. Dolidze has only been on the UFC roster since 2020. But the Georgian claimed the middleweight rankings, winning 4 fights in a row before he dropped in a unanimous decision against former title challenger Marvin Vettori at UFC 286. This matchup is a solid addition to UFC 286. Are you happy Brunson decided to get back in the ring? Who do you think is more likely to be victorious, Brunson or Dolidze? Let us know in the comments. And that wraps up the news. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to catch all the latest MMA news. Here are the top comments from our last video. One commenter thinks the meatball has no grapple game, and even her moving into a different weight division won't help her. Another agrees she's definitely finished. If you want to be featured in our next video, all you have to do is comment below.